Be back here down in the South, man. I had a real weird experience last time I came down here.
Go.
I was in Nashville, right? Sort of an awkward social situation, right? I'm sitting at this bar. There's this white dude sitting like 2 stools away. I don't know him. He doesn't know me. And that Terrell Owens story was in like sports news. So I try to make conversation. I'm like, man, look at this guy. This guy just signed a $40 million contract. He's already bitching, man. How much money do you need to make? And the dude looks at me. He's like, you know what I say? And then he looked over his shoulder, which I now know is the telltale sign that the N-word is coming, and it's coming hard. Oh, yeah, it's not going to be pronounced with the A.
Yo, what is going down, world? Welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. I go by the name BlackPegasus.
And it's your boy, Dom Wannabe, back in the house once again, live from Nashville.
Yo, I've never seen this one, and I just, if I can find some Bill Burr clips that aren't copyright claimed, I'm like, yo, let's go, because every time we've only done one, but they do good and they're hella funny.
Oh yeah, Bill Burr is a beast.
Yo, this is outrageous. So this one is titled Bill Burr, How You Know the N-Word is Coming. And this was on Shaq's comedy show. So this is going to be, I mean,
this is a young Bill Burr. When did they post this clip?
Let's see. This got posted 10 years ago, a decade.
Yeah.
A decade. He had
hair.
Yep, he did. He sure did, man.
Either that or Hair Club for Men hit him up and sponsored your boy.
Hey, man, holla at me, Hair Clubby. Let's get it popping, baby. All right, you guys, before we get started, don't forget to like, share, or comment on all the content. But if you're really rocking with the vibe, subscribe to the damn channel, man. Help your boys get to that 100K, breeze past it, and keep rolling. What else, man? That's it, yo. 40-year-old
What?
Boys are back in town. 40. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old
What?
boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40.
All right, let's get it popping. Let me get this logo down, pull the video up. Don't forget, if you're watching this, you guys, we either, depending on when you're watching this, our Ren interview is either out on the channel or on the way. Check that out. Plus Genesis parody called Mushy Peas, and then a bunch of original content, freestyles off the top of the brain, music videos, all that on the channel. So make sure you're tapping into the channel for the original content as much as the reactions. And let's get things rolling, man. We're rocking with Bill Burr. Yo, we got to start plugging the Manscaped.
Yeah,
Didn't that
man.
start today?
Monday.
Oh, snap. You guys, if you want to help your boys out, we're working on this whole sponsorship deal. So if you go to, manscaped.com and use the promo code FBOYZ, that's BOYZ, so FBOYZ, yo, you get a discount, and that helps our deal that we're working out with Manscaped currently.
Yeah, help us get our first sponsor, peeps. And Manscaped, we use it. I actually use it.
Yeah.
Daily.
Oh, yeah. We'll
You know
drop
what I
some
mean?
stuff
If
on
I'm
the
not
channel.
shaving my balls and I'm shaving my face.
I'll put a description in the link below. But
Same razor.
let's get into this. I got to start remembering because we got to get after that, man.
Yeah,
Sheesh,
no
that's
doubt.
wild. That's crazy. All right, you guys. Yeah, we working. We working.
Yeah.
We trying to do this for a living, you guys. So we got to, juggle. Anyways, let's get it popping. This is Bill Burr. How you know the N-word is coming.
Here down in the South, man. I had a real weird experience last time I came down here. I was in Nashville, right? Sort of an awkward social situation, right? I'm sitting at this bar. There's this white dude sitting like 2 stools away. I don't know him. He doesn't know me. And that Terrell Owens story was in like sports news. So I try to make conversation. I'm like, man, look at this guy. This guy just signed a $40 million contract. He's already bitching, man. How much money do you need to make? And the dude looks at me. He's like, you know what I say? And then he looked over his shoulder, which I now know is the telltale sign that the N-word is coming, and it's coming hard. Oh, yeah, it's not going to be pronounced with the A. It's going to be with the R. And he hit the R. He, stuck the landing. There was like a dismount. Clan members high-fiving in the background, doing the wave. Just out of nowhere. So now, immediately, I'm looking over my shoulder like, dude, what the hell are you doing? You know what I mean? I'm waiting for, this hail of black fists to come raining down on top of me.
Yo.
I hate when people do stuff like that. That dude made me part of, a potential ass-kicking that I had nothing to do with. You You don't do shit like that. He just had that word, hot potato, just threw it in my lap. Trying to pass it down to the next white dude.
It's funny because I've heard the hard ER only a couple of times in my life. I remember one time some lady called the bus driver that, and like he pulled over, was like, get out. Like it was just a whole thing. And not in like a public bus. You know what I'm saying? Like right on Colorado, like in front of Independent Records. But other than that, I haven't really heard it like that. But I'm like, would I? Unless you bump into someone who's like, you frickin', you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It seems like if someone is going to use it, which I don't think there is a ton of people like that. I honestly.
Oh, they're out there.
They're out there, but I don't think it's like the majority. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's people are just pretty laid back. But I mean, there's pockets of stuff. So there's always going to be a sect of people who are hateful. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I was just thinking how he said that. I was like, yo, man, like, I've just, like I was thinking about that, like, because I'm mixed, right? Like, what are the chances of me ever hearing someone say it like that? It's probably like they're either saying it at you or they just don't say it in front of you, right? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
that's why I think it's so funny because the way he's telling the story,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is low key hilarious. Now, again, I don't believe what they're selling us. I feel like most of this is divisive. I don't think the majority of Americans are like that, and because they're always so quick to peg people like in the South, like they're all like that. When I've been to the South, I get hella Southern hospitality. I'm talking from white folks, Latino, but I do. Like, you work a job where you hear hella like kind of racist stuff about Latinos. You know what I'm saying? So
it's not really. I mean,
okay, well, you just told me a story about some boo-boo on the ground and someone said something hella sus, and I was like, wow, they say that? So that's what I was referring to.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely things that get said, but, it's... Working construction, though, people would like drop these like racial slurs not towards Mexicans, not knowing that I'm like half Mexican. So I would hear that, and they're like,
that's what I'm saying."
Yeah, but that was like more back in the day when we were working together. They would say stuff, and I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm tripping out just on the fact that, look, he's in like pretty much an all black audience, and his confidence and swagger to be able to tell this joke. And like, there was one dude in the corner who was just sitting there like, like, you have to have some balls to just be like telling some jokes like this.
Raining down black fist.
Yes, exactly.
The way he is setting up these jokes is so hilarious.
I mean, it's
and
and the confidence. That's why I'm just like, dude, that takes like so long to develop that to be,
But he loves black women. He's married to a black woman. That's his, you know what I'm saying? So he, he's moving and shaking. Anyways, this is hilarious, dude. This is great. Bill frickin' Burr.
I hate when people do that, man. It's like, dude, feel me out first. Ask some questions. Do you like to fish? Have you ever fucked your sister, right? I start rattling off answers, then you go old school. You give me a pamphlet, you tell me about your militia. Don't just dive into it. That dude was one of the angriest people I ever met. I should have known that word was coming, because he was just watching Terrell, right? Anytime I would bring up, look at man, that guy's talking trash, he would just like flip out. He won't shut up! Those people get like so mad they're not even looking at you. Their eyes are up. You just shut up and play the game!
Shut up and dribble.
You know what's funny? I don't even like Terrell, but now I love the guy. Because every time I see him talking trash, I know this idiot in Nashville is just losing his mind, like kicking over his kitchen TV. Shut the fuck up! I like violence, man. I am. Not like when it happens to me or if I see it live. I like watching it on TV, Watching people, get attacked by animals. Just get blasted in the face or something, Like, I'm a huge sports fan. My favorite moment of the last year was in sports? That Detroit Piston, Indiana Pacer bench clearing brawl. Wasn't that great? That was one of the greatest things I've ever seen. I was so confused when I watched ESPN that day. They were like, that was absolutely disgraceful. Basketball fans, they just must be. I'm sitting there looking like, I'm a basketball fan. I loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed watching out-of-shape civilians get the shit kicked out of them by professional athletes. It was fascinating. And I think as sports fans, we kind of had it coming, right? Because how many times you gone to a game, right? You got a little too drunk, you started screaming at some dude on the field who could clearly kick the shit out of you, right? If you saw him in the parking lot, you'd be like, hey, can you sign my stamp collection? I think you're awesome. You get in the game, you're all drunk, you're like, you suck, buddy! You're a piece of shit! And they're always calling him up, come on up here! No, come on up here! Well, they came up there.
Yo, did you remember when Ron Artest?
Yes.
Bro.
Choke that dude.
That had me, bro. It's funny because people do get hella wavy, bro. They just be like,
just the
like
amount
they
of
be pouring
disrespect.
beer on some
Yes.
people. So I'm like, yo, these dudes are.
It's weird though too, because on one hand I recognize that it's like that's what they're trying to do is troll and get them out of their game.
Yeah.
And so obviously it's like effective on some level. So it's like if you want your team to win and you're like, oh, I'm going to just talk ish and you can actually, rattle the dude. It's like you kind of helped your team. But me personally, that's just not my style.
Yeah.
Like there's no way that you're going to catch me, talking.
I respect that they're playing the game so much. I'm like, bro, I can't
Yeah.
But that is wild because what he said is so true. He's like, well, today they went up. They went up. He's like, come on up here. He's like, well, today they went up.
And they're always calling him up, come on up here. No, come on up here. Well, they came up there. They did, and they kicked the shit out of everybody. It was great. It was like a cartoon. You're like beating up whole rows of people at once, like. I loved every second. I love how Ron Artest punched the wrong guy. Wasn't that great? He taught that dude a valuable lesson in life. When shit goes down, you don't just stand there like you're watching a movie like, wow, it's coming right at me. Must be in 3D or something. That was a 5'6", 110-pound white dude, had an angry 6'10" black dude running right at him. That had to have been in his top 3 nightmares all time. Right behind getting his dick cut off and being lit on fire. And he just stood there. He's like trying to explain himself. Well, I still have the liquid in my cup, so there's no way I could have. He's an idiot.
Frickin' Bill Burr. Yo, I didn't know he'd bring up the Ron Artest joint. That's hilarious. I didn't know Ron Artest hit the wrong dude.
Yeah, I remember that because he got into massive trouble about it. So
I mean, you get in trouble hitting fans, bro.
I mean, yeah,
but I didn't know it was the wrong dude.
Yeah,
that's framed. Yo, that's low key kind of traumatic.
Yeah, you're just like, I was just trying to watch a basketball game. I got punched.
I kind of want to go back and watch it.
He got paid,
yeah, I'm
though.
sure he did.
You know the NBA just
because he didn't get knocked out.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? It's a story he gets to tell for the rest of his life, and he probably got buckets of cash dumped on him.
That's not the way I'm trying to get rich, but
nah, I'm just saying though. But if you're at a game, low key, I would be thrilled if somebody punched me, didn't knock me out, and then I got paid. I just show up just like with the new Rolex and a Mercedes, and you're just like, what happened, Don? Yo, I got punched at the basketball game last night. Look.
I don't know, man. I'm a public figure, so it'd be like, yo, P got knocked the out.
No,
like,
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He didn't get knocked out. That's
you
what
kinda
makes it so
blocked
great.
you're just like, ah.
That is true. If you were just sitting there and you just took the punch like, oh, it didn't even move.
Yeah.
At least if I kind of like went, bobbed and weaved and
Yeah.
like tried to punch, and it's like, oh, he's got twice the amount of reach.
What if you
Of
just
course
got
I'm not
slept?
winning.
You were like
Stiff.
like this. It's like, yo, son, like, yo. Bro.
Yeah, that would be a major L. That I would not,
L season.
I don't know if that's worth the buckets of cash, but that
don't know
specific
either.
scenario where you just kind of like, oh, got a shiner. Season, and you're sitting at the negotiating table. I will take the buckets of cash, and I will see you courtside seats for the rest of my life.
Yeah, it's weird because on the internet, if you really get toasted, like you don't know how long your meme is gonna last.
Oh, for reals. You
'Cause
could
if
end
you
up.
get like stiffened out, you're like, all right, I got to take him back to court.
Yeah.
The meme went viral again.
The meme went viral. Emotional damage.
Yo, holy damn.
I feel like you could sue for that in this day and age. It's just like it's not the even though I may not have brain trauma every day of my life, people are like, you got knocked the fuck out.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I can't go out in public, sir. I get ridiculed. I went out on a date the other night and they were, oh, you're the knock the F out dude. My love life has tanked because of it.
Life is crazy like that, you guys.
Anyhow.
Let us know, have you ever been knocked out by an NFL or NBA player?
Bro, I did get knocked out by like a NFL looking dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was bad. I'm so lucky in my life that, it's amazing that I can even string words together. It's crazy because I went on this date with this girl, right? And it was the most amazing, epic date of it was like a movie. Like our first date, it started raining. Like I gave her a piggyback in the rain back to her apartment. We took a warm shower together. Then 2 days later, we went out. I'm just saying it was like an amazing night. Don't give me that side glance.
When you said an amazing date, I'm imagining, it's like you're like, yeah, I'm the plumber. You show up to the house. She's wearing a robe. She's like,
an amazing date was we had a great day.
Okay.
We spent the whole day together, laughed. Then it started raining. Literally, we were hanging out for 8 hours. All like a movie. Oh,
yeah,
we're
get
all
to the
wet.
knockout, B.
So 2 days later, we're at the club and this dude was talking ish to everybody and just like, yo, what's up? Just big. And we're trying to get into the cab and he looks at me and he's just like, what's up? You want something? And I'm literally getting in the cab and he's like, you want something? I was like, nobody's trying to fight you. And that's what I said. I was like, nobody's trying to fight you. And I turned to get in the cab and he just came up from behind and just whop. And I immediately was knocked out. Then my head goes, boom, hits the curb, out. And after that, it was over because obviously you can't see a man get slept like that and be oh yeah, you can never look at somebody.
Oh, so the girl dissed you after that.
Oh yeah, dude. It was after that, it was no more. So
man, we got to get out of this reaction, but I have so many questions, bro. I'm like,
To
how do
be
you
continued.
dodge getting hit like that? And you were drinking too, weren't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't drink, man. See, that's why, bro. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you. I have never been knocked out in a fight. I got knocked, anyways. But it's not because I'm ill. I haven't been in massive amounts of fights. I'm not a bar brawler because I never drank or anything. So I just was always alert and able to just I realize a lot of people that get in fights. It's a lot of people who have kids out of wedlock. It's because of drinking or doing drugs and shit like that. And it's a huge culture in America that I just never took part in. So I got lucky, but I always wonder because my mindset is just okay, how do I avoid something like that? And something like that almost happened to me at the Black Sheep. Some dude was just tripping outside and I knew what was up. So I was just like, okay. Then he ran, got in his car, jumped the median and but I was so alert. I just was like, and I just went right back into the club. I'm like, I'm not going to I'm not going to pull out and start shooting at your car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's it's crazy, bro. Damn, I didn't know that. That sucks, dude. Anyways, well, there you guys go. Yo, son.
So if you ever see me slurring my words or struggling to come up with names, you know why.
Damn. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on all the content. But if you're really rocking with the vibe, subscribe. 40.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ boys.
40.